Hello, I want to welcome you and thank you for being here and being present with me. I want to thank you for taking the time for self-care and self-reflection. There's no one more important than you. You are the most important person for you to give care to and to develop. So, how are you doing? Are you doing good? Are you doing all right? How are you doing? Are you facing some challenges? Are you experiencing some struggle? Are you having a rough time? Wherever you are, I want to meet you there, and I want to help you to meet yourself there. Wherever you are, it's okay to be there, and we all find ourselves in different situations at different times, and you can just do your best. That's all you can do. And your best is going to vary. When you're feeling tired and hungry, when you're stressed, when you've had to deal with somebody who's cranky, your best is not going to be the same as when you're well rested, when you're feeling good, when you're well fed, when you're flying high on life. Your best is going to be a lot different than when you're not, and that's okay. We'll meet ourselves where we are. You're going to experience a range of emotions, a range of situations, and the best way to begin to move forward and overcome obstacles is to be able to meet ourselves where we are at. You may be at a point where just getting up out of bed is a challenge. You might be at a point where it's just hard to get yourself up off the couch. Wherever you are, ask yourself, what can I do to begin moving forward? And if you're not ready to move forward, that's okay too. Just be okay with where you're at. Are you ready to start thinking about getting ready to move forward? Find out where you are and begin to find the little bitty steps, the little bitty things that you can do to help get your footing and to help start to move forward. Maybe it's just getting up and going outside and getting some sunshine. Maybe it's going for a walk. Whatever it is, where you're at, find those little steps, those little things that you can do to start to achieve success. Because we constantly find ourselves in these feedback loops, these positive or negative feedback loops. So when you start to make a goal, start to decide to make a step towards something, make sure it's achievable, because success brings more success. So if you set yourself up to succeed, to do something that you can accomplish, that you're ready to do right now, that's going to help you gain that confidence, to build that confidence so you can take the next step. And a series of little steps will help you take bigger steps. But it's about developing that confidence, getting yourself built up to be able to handle bigger and bigger steps. And the same thing can happen with negative feedback loops. And you can start yourself off into a downward spiral where it's one thing after another, and you just bring yourself down, and you begin to think that you're not good enough, that you can't do this, and that you're not meant to do this, and you start this downward spiral, and it can get out of hand. So it's important to accept where we're at, to be patient and forgiving. We've got to let go. What's done is done. You've got a whole future in front of you, and it's something that you can create. You can choose how you want it to be, but you've got to develop that confidence to be able to do that. You're gonna start these incremental steps to go forward, And each little bitty tiny change, little tiny step that you take is going to be exponential. It's that series over time that adds up. It compounds, you know. So if you do a little bit and a little bit more and a little bit more throughout the day, you're going to start to bring yourself up. If you do that day after day after day, it's going to compound, and the effect is going to be massive. So those small changes, those small choices, those small steps, they do matter. They make a big difference in the long run. You've got to think about what you're in the habit of being. Are you being the person you want to be? Are you being the person you have been? And start getting in the habit of being that person that you want to be. Imagine yourself. Imagine the life that you want to have, the kind of person you want to be, the kind of goals you want to accomplish. And what would that person do? What can you do right now to move more closely in alignment with that person? How can you start to make the steps to move towards that? So do you want to look at your habits? Become aware of what you're habitually doing. Become aware of how you are habitually living your life. The things that you're doing every day that are creating your life, because you're where you're at right now. You have the people in your life and the things in your life, and your life is the way it is because of the way that you've habitually been up until this point. And you can choose to create whatever you want, but you're going to have to take responsibility. You have to take power. You have to step into your power and take control of yourself and your inner feelings, your inner state of being. You can choose how you feel. A lot of times we don't want to take that responsibility. We want to be the victim. We want to be powerless. He made me angry. It's his fault. He made me angry. He did that. They hurt me. You know, it's the stories we tell ourselves. But you can choose how you feel. You can choose how you feel. And it's about thinking about it's about focusing your attention on the right stories. See, the main operating system of the brain is the story. And you can hack the source. You can hack the stories. You can hack the source code of your brain by asking questions that help you to create better stories. You know, it's as simple as if I ask, what is wrong with me? My brain is designed to respond. It's going to tell me. It's going to tell me that I'm out of shape. It's going to tell me that I keep messing up. It's going to tell me that I can't do anything right. It's going to tell me the answers to the questions that I ask. So pay attention to that inner dialogue. Pay attention to the questions you're asking yourself. What questions can you ask to make yourself, to create a better feeling state? What questions can you ask to help yourself move in towards a better state of being? So pay attention to that inner dialogue and the feelings that you're creating. Take responsibility for your feeling state and work on developing who you are. Develop yourself into that state of confidence and assuredness, and don't let those obstacles challenge you. Don't let them knock you off course. You've got to develop that inner peace, that inner sense of well-being, which comes when you're in attune to that inner presence within you, that creator that is full of infinite possibilities that you can tap into, that you can connect with, that you can align with and find within yourself. So if you can do that and develop yourself, you can shorten your emotional refractory period. Your emotional refractory period is how well you recover from challenges, how well you can recover from setbacks, how quickly you can get back up on your feet again once you get knocked down. And as you develop yourself, you develop your emotional refractory period to where it's quicker and quicker, and when those things come back, you're just like that, you're back on track. And it can get to the point where a major setback, you just process it. You go through that emotional refraction quickly, and you might feel upset or angry, but when you really develop that refractory period, it could be less than a second that you move on, and I'm sure we've all been in a place where we get stuck, like we've gotten stuck in that negative emotion and we can't get out. But if you develop yourself, if you really work on that inner work, that learning how to self-regulate and how to take control of your life, you're going to shorten that refractory period. So I hope you are doing well, my friend. I hope you are doing very good, and I wanted to bring your attention to this and help you understand how to get to the root of the problem, how to look within and move your attention to where you have power, instead of being upset about things that are beyond your control, things that are outside of you, instead of looking for people or circumstances, situations to make you feel better, instead of looking for substances to make you feel better. Learn how to go within and to feel through your emotions, how to sit with them and experience them, and to move into alignment with the person you want to be, move into alignment with the feelings that you want to experience. They may start with baby steps, but do what you can do from where you're at to get to where you want to be. And you can do it. You can do it. I know you can. You've got this. So I want to thank you for watching this video today. My name is Jason. I'm a emotional fitness coach, and I look forward to seeing you next time. In the meantime, stay conscious.